After the narcissist's silence comes something very dark, something very sick and twisted, and something that you may not expect, something that you may never have seen coming. And that's what we're going to be talking about today in this video. What the narcissist is going to do next. You see, they go quiet. But then if you give it time and you don't react to the silence, they come back with chaos. Because their silence was never about peace. Their silence was never about breaking away from you. It was just bait. It was designed to lure you back in, to get you to chase after them. And that is why when you don't chase after the narcissist, they break the silence with noise. And there are various ways that they might do this. So as an example, if you're living with the narcissist and they're being silent with you, but you're not reacting to it, all of a sudden, they will start making noise, literal noise. They may slam a door. They may start playing loud music, but they will do something to regain your attention, to get you to focus on them again. Because this is it. It was never that they wanted less from you. You have to remember your value to them, how important you are to them, how you sustain them. Remember, we're talking about narcissists here. People who have a mental illness. They cannot live without supply. They need attention, validation, a sense of control and superiority from their source, which is you. They can't live without it. So anything that they do, it's never that they want less of you. They always want more. They are very greedy, very insatiable. They always want more from you. So when they go silent, it's to get you to invest more, not less. And yeah, one of the ways that they may start making noise to regain your attention, if you're living together, they may just start slamming doors, just making deliberate noise like that. But if you're not together and they've gone silent on you, they've disappeared, trust that no matter what situation they've moved on to, no matter who they are with, they are not happy. They are not satisfied. Because what they really want is you. What they really want is your attention, your reactions, your validation, because it ended badly with you. And you fed their ego in a way that no one else could. You made them feel attractive, important, desirable, powerful, in control. You made them feel all of those things. And they're never going to find anyone else who can abandon themselves and make it all about them to where they get to feel that way again. It's never going to be that way for them. So when they go silent, recognize it as a tactic. It's strategy. It's designed to regain control because they are feeling insecure by being in contact with you. Being in contact with you is not making them feel good about themselves anymore. It's not making them feel in control. And the reason why is because they don't feel good enough for you. And they don't feel good enough for you because you've seen through the false character. You've recognized that you're dealing with someone who is disordered, someone who has issues. So that's why they pull away. And they're hoping that when they do pull away, you're going to miss them. You're going to reminisce about the good times. You're going to cling to the fantasy version of them. And you're going to reach out to them. That's what they're hoping. Or at the very least, you end up longing and yearning for them, wishing that they were there. And they may just double down. They may go off and replace you with a new source. It's never going to be anyone on your level. You can be sure of that. But they will replace you. And they will flaunt this new source on social media. Or they may even stalk you in person. They may bring this new source to where you work, to the gym that you go to a cafe that you often go to, knowing that you will be there. This comes after the silence, when they couldn't bait you, they couldn't get a reaction. So now they're trying to target your nervous system, destabilize you, get you to react emotionally, get you to become sentimental about them. And it's because that silence didn't work. And they're either left by themselves, which is never going to feel good for them, or they're with this new source of supply and they're never going to live up to the narcissist's expectations. They're never going to be on your level. They're never going to be as loving, compassionate, empathetic, generous, emotionally available, which is their supply. The supply comes from a person who is emotionally available. Someone who could be open, honest, authentic, vulnerable. All of the qualities that you possess. They cannot get supply from another narcissist. Or from most people, because most people in this world are emotionally unavailable. They can't be entirely honest or vulnerable. They're disconnected from themselves. You weren't. But they took your power from you by getting you to disconnect from yourself. That's how it works. The thing is, many of you project your own ideals, your own fantasies onto the narcissist. And then you assume they must be having such a great time without you. Because you know if the narcissist actually showed up being the person that you wanted them to be, or that they made you believe that they were, you would be very happy with that. You would be very satisfied with that. And they make you believe that now they are sharing what you wanted, your ideal, your fantasy, with someone else. And they're not. It's never going to be like that for them. And all that it is, when they do things like that, someone else is just validating your interests, your ideals in them. That's all that's really happening. It's nothing unique or original about them. It's a reflection of your interests and ideals. And that's how it leaves you feeling jealous in some situations. It leaves you feeling like something is being taken away from you. Because it is. They're stealing your originality, your ideas, your interests, your ideals. They've taken that from you. And they've left you with instability because normally you feel good for yourself. And that's why when the narcissist went silent, for you, that just gave you a sense of peace. And they can see that. They can see you're very comfortable there without them. And that's why they want to stir things up. They want to cause drama, chaos now. Because they realize that their silence is not working. And that's all that it's designed to do. This new supply is just a part of the performance to get a reaction from you, which then validates their false image and it makes them feel alive. but they're still getting it from you. You are the platform. You are the safety net on which they stand on. It's not so much about the new supply. Typically, it's going to be narcissistic because they're likely to know about you. So why would they accept the narcissist after knowing what they did to you? But yeah, you're never going to get any sense out of them. You're never going to sit down and have a logical discussion. It's all in their emotions. It's emotional instability. So you're never going to be able to talk to them about why they go silent or what's wrong with them. They're not going to come out and expose themselves as not being the person that they made you believe that they were, or for just using you as supply for your emotional energy. They're not going to come out and admit that. They may not even be aware of it themselves. In their minds, you should see it as a privilege just to be around them, or even to be abused by them. That's how they think. And that is what they expect from you. From that moment when they idealized you, when they put you on a pedestal, they expect you to always be this perfect image of you that they have in their minds from that first moment. And they expect it to be that way for life. Now, if you ever fall short of it, if you ever deviate from it, if you don't live up to their expectations, which normally happens in relationships. Of course, everything can be very fast in the beginning. You want to make a good first impression on them, which is what they want from you. They want you to be perfect in that moment, but they want it to continue. The problem is it can't continue because what was acceptable at the beginning, now a few weeks later, a few months later, they expect significantly more from you now. So you can never satisfy the narcissist. You're never going to be 100% perfect for them all of the time. And yet that's exactly what they expect from you, is to be this perfect model, this perfect representation, but then makes them feel in control. It makes them feel good about themselves. But yeah, honestly, they don't want to hear it. I mean, that's the whole point about their condition, is that they are in denial. They don't want you to go and tell them what's wrong with them. They don't want to hear about it. All they want is to keep getting supply. And, with you talking about it, with them having to accept it and be accountable, that's going to hinder their ability to get the supply from you. So anytime that you're questioning them, criticizing them, giving them any sort of feedback, they're not going to tolerate it. It's one of the traits of the DSM-5 for MBD, is that they cannot tolerate criticism. They're highly sensitive to it because it interferes with the supply. If you don't idealize them or view them as powerful, they can't get that supply from you. So that's why the criticism is such an issue for them. But yeah, after the silence, they will provoke you to see if you will react. They will try to cause chaos. And it's because they realize that you are finding peace in the silence, which is not what they wanted. They wanted the silence to be a disruption for you. That's how they expected it to be. But if the silence isn't disrupting you and you're okay with it, you're just enjoying your own company, you're finding peace in it, that's when they start to make noise. That's when they start to bait you, provoke you, because they realize the silence isn't working. So when the silence doesn't pull you back, they escalate. Initially, they test you with stillness, then chaos, and they watch your silence harder than you think.